Life isn't fair, but here's the truth. Nobody is coming to save you. If you're not rich, if you're not successful, if you're not where you want to be, it's nobody's fault but your own. You can blame the system, your circumstances, or bad luck, but at the end of the day, you are in control of your future. The difference between the wealthy and the poor isn't luck, it's mindset. Rich people don't waste time complaining. They wake up, they grind, and they make things happen. They don't wait for opportunities, they create them. The biggest mistake you can make is believing that success is out of your reach. The moment you start thinking like a winner, you begin acting like one. And when you act like one, you start getting results. It all starts in the mind. If you believe you're destined for greatness, you'll work towards it every single day. If you believe you're meant to struggle, you'll do just enough to stay afloat. Motivation is a lie. You won't always feel like working hard, but success doesn't care about your feelings. This is the hard truth that most people don't want to accept. They want to be comfortable, they want things to be easy, and they want to achieve their dreams without sacrifice. But that's not how the world works. The question isn't whether you feel like doing it. The question is, do you want to win? Winners work when others rest. Winners grind when others make excuses. Winners do what it takes, not what they feel like doing. The most successful people in the world don't rely on motivation. They rely on discipline. Motivation fades, but discipline keeps you going when things get tough. Think about the most successful athletes, entrepreneurs, and leaders. Do you think they always feel like pushing themselves? No, but they do it anyway. They don't allow their emotions to dictate their actions. They train, they work, and they execute even when they don't feel like it because they understand that consistency is the key to success. Time is your greatest asset, yet most people waste it on distractions. Every second you spend on things that don't contribute to your growth is time lost forever. The problem is, most people don't realize how valuable time is until it's too late. The rich don't waste time, they buy time. They understand that every moment matters. While others are binge watching shows, playing video games, and scrolling endlessly on social media, the successful are building their empires. They are reading, learning, networking, and taking action. Every hour you waste is an hour someone else is using to get ahead of you. If you want to be rich, you need to start treating time like money. Imagine every hour of your life is worth $1,000. Would you still waste it on meaningless distractions? Would you still let people steal your time with pointless conversations and negativity? The answer is no. The wealthy understand that their time is the most valuable thing they have, and they guard it fiercely. You've been lied to your whole life. They told you to go to school, get good grades, get a safe job, and work until you retire. That's a trap. The system isn't designed to make you rich. It's designed to keep you working for the rich. The harsh truth is that schools don't teach you how to be successful. They teach you how to be an employee. If you follow the traditional path, you'll spend your life working to build someone else's dream instead of your own. If you want wealth, you need to stop thinking like an employee and start thinking like an owner. You need to stop looking for security and start looking for opportunity. The people who break free from the system are the ones who understand that true success comes from ownership, owning businesses, owning assets, owning your time. Success isn't about avoiding failure, it's about learning from it. The biggest difference between those who succeed and those who don't is persistence. Every millionaire has failed more times than the average person has even tried. The difference, they never quit. Failure is not the enemy, it's a teacher. Every setback, every mistake, every rejection is a lesson that brings you one step closer to success. The problem is most people let failure break them. They take one loss and they give up. They hear one no and they stop trying. But the truth is, every successful person you admire has faced failure at some point. The difference is they kept going. They took risks, they made mistakes, and they learned from them. If you're afraid of failing, you'll never succeed. Fear is what keeps people stuck. Stop playing it safe. Take risks, make mistakes, and keep moving forward. One paycheck will never make you rich. The wealthy don't rely on a single source of income. They build multiple streams. They invest, they start businesses, they make their money work for them. If you're only making money from one job, you're one step away from being broke. Think about it. If that job disappears tomorrow, what happens? You lose everything. The rich understand that financial security comes from diversification. They don't put all their eggs in one basket. They create income streams from investments, side businesses, real estate, and more. They don't just work for money, they make their money work for them. If you want financial freedom, you need to start thinking the same way. And lastly, look at the people around you. Are they inspiring you or are they holding you back? Your environment plays a massive role in your success. If you're surrounded by people who settle for mediocrity, you'll start thinking that's normal. If you're surrounded by people who complain, make excuses, and blame others, you'll start doing the same. But if you surround yourself with winners, people who push you, challenge you, and expect greatness from you, you'll rise to their level. Winners surround themselves with winners. They seek mentors, they build powerful networks, and they make sure that their circle is filled with people who are driven, focused, and successful. You can't fly if you're hanging around with people who are comfortable crawling. The road to success isn't easy, but it's simple. Shift your mindset, take action, stay disciplined, and never settle for mediocrity. Wealth isn't given, it's earned. The question is, are you willing to do what it takes? Life isn't fair, but here's the truth. Nobody is coming to save you. If you're not rich, if you're not successful, if you're not where you want to be, it's nobody's fault but your own. You can blame the system, your circumstances, or bad luck. But at the end of the day, you are in control of your future. The difference between the wealthy and the poor isn't luck, it's mindset. Rich people don't waste time complaining. They wake up, they grind, and they make things happen. They don't wait for opportunities, they create them. The biggest mistake you can make is believing that success is out of your reach. The moment you start thinking like a winner, you begin acting like one. And when you act like one, you start getting results. It all starts in the mind. If you believe you're destined for greatness, you'll work towards it every single day. If you believe you're meant to struggle, you'll do just enough to stay afloat. Most people make the mistake of waiting until they feel motivated before they take action. They say they'll start working on their goals when they feel ready. But the truth is, motivation is unreliable. It comes and goes like the wind. Some days you'll wake up excited, full of energy, ready to conquer the world. Other days you'll feel tired, uninspired, and unwilling to move. If you rely on motivation to get things done, you'll never achieve anything great. Successful people don't wait until they feel like it. They do it regardless of how they feel. They understand that discipline is the real key to success. Discipline means doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like doing it. It means sticking to your commitments, showing up every day, and refusing to make excuses. It's easy to work hard when you're excited, but the real test is whether you can keep pushing forward when you're tired, frustrated, or feeling down. That's what separates winners from losers. Most people make decisions based on how they feel in the moment. If they don't feel like working out, they skip the gym. If they don't feel like working on their business, they procrastinate. If they don't feel like putting in effort, they take a break. This is why most people never reach their full potential. They are slaves to their emotions. They let their feelings control their actions instead of controlling their feelings. If you want to be successful, you need to break free from this cycle. You need to train yourself to take action regardless of how you feel. You need to become the kind of person who gets things done no matter what. Imagine if a soldier in the military decided not to train just because they didn't feel like it. Imagine if an athlete only practiced when they were in the mood. They wouldn't last long. The best in the world don't let their emotions dictate their actions. They develop the ability to push through discomfort, to work even when they're exhausted, and to stay focused no matter what distractions come their way. It's important to understand that discipline isn't something you're born with. It's something you build over time. Just like a muscle, the more you train it, the stronger it gets. At first, it's hard. Waking up early, sticking to your schedule, pushing through fatigue, it all feels unnatural. But the more you do it, the easier it becomes. Eventually, discipline becomes a habit. It becomes who you are. You no longer need to force yourself to take action because it becomes automatic. You wake up and get to work without even thinking about it. That's the power of discipline. It transforms you into a machine. Someone who doesn't hesitate, who doesn't make excuses, and who gets things done no matter what. Think about the most successful people in the world. Do you think they always feel like working? Do you think they never get tired, stressed, or frustrated? Of course they do. But they push through it. They don't let their emotions dictate their actions. They understand that success isn't about how you feel in the moment. It's about what you consistently do over time. If you can master discipline, you can achieve anything. You can build the body you want, create the business you dream of, and achieve financial freedom. But it all starts with your ability to control yourself. It's about doing what needs to be done, no matter what. There will be days when you want to quit. Days when you feel like nothing is working, when you doubt yourself, when the obstacles seem too big. These are the moments that define you. The weak give up. The strong push forward. And every time you choose discipline over comfort, you get one step closer to success. Every time you ignore excuses and take action, you separate yourself from the average. Every time you refuse to let emotions control you, you build the foundation for greatness. Success isn't about working hard once in a while. It's about showing up every single day, whether you feel like it or not. The world doesn't care about how you feel. The world rewards results. And the only way to get results is to take action consistently. If you want to be a millionaire, you need to train yourself to work even when you don't feel like it. You need to stop looking for shortcuts, stop waiting for motivation, and start building the discipline that will carry you to the top. Discipline is what turns dreams into reality. It's what separates those who talk about success from those who actually achieve it. The question is, are you willing to do what it takes? Are you willing to put in the work, even when it's hard? Are you willing to push past discomfort and keep moving forward? If you are, there's nothing stopping you from reaching the top. But if you're not, then be prepared to watch others take the opportunities you were too weak to seize. In the end, it all comes down to a choice. Choose discipline and you choose success. Choose comfort and you choose mediocrity. The choice is yours. Time is the most valuable asset you will ever have, yet most people treat it like it's unlimited. They waste hours, days, and even years without realizing that every second that passes is a second they will never get back. Money can be lost and regained. Opportunities can come and go. But time, once it's gone forever. The difference between the rich and the poor, the successful and the average, isn't just about talent or intelligence. It's about how they use their time. The wealthy and successful understand that every minute has value, and they use it wisely. Meanwhile, most people spend their days distracted, entertained, and unfocused, wondering why they never get ahead. They fail to understand that how they spend their time determines the quality of their life. If you are wasting time, you are wasting your future. The world is full of distractions designed to steal your time and attention. Social media, endless scrolling, video games, television, all of these things are engineered to keep you entertained but unproductive. People spend hours watching other people live their dreams instead of focusing on building their own. They waste time on things that bring no real value, then complain about not having enough hours in the day. The truth is, everyone has the same 24 hours. The difference is how you use them. The successful are ruthless with their time. They don't waste it on pointless activities. They don't allow themselves to be consumed by distractions. They use their time to learn, to grow, to build, to create. They are constantly improving themselves, investing in their skills, and making moves that will bring them closer to their goals. Look at the average person's day. They wake up, hit snooze multiple times, scroll through their phone, rush to a job they hate, waste hours complaining, come home exhausted, sit in front of the TV, and repeat the cycle. They are caught in a loop, wasting precious time every single day. They dream of success but do nothing to achieve it. They tell themselves they'll start tomorrow, next week, or next year, never realizing that time is slipping away. Before they know it, years have passed and they are still in the same place. Then they wonder why life isn't fair, why they haven't achieved their dreams, why they feel stuck. It's because they never valued their time. They never made the tough decisions to prioritize growth over comfort, productivity over entertainment, or action over excuses. Successful people think differently. They understand that time is more valuable than money. They know that every second they waste is money lost. That's why they invest their time wisely. They wake up early, plan their day, set goals, and take action. They don't waste hours on distractions because they know that every minute matters. They surround themselves with people who push them to be better, who respect their time, and who help them grow. They are intentional with every decision they make because they understand that time is the one thing they can never get back. Think about it. If you were given $1 million but told you only had a year to live, would you waste your time? Would you spend hours watching TV, playing video games, or scrolling through social media? Or would you use every second to build something meaningful, to create a legacy, to do something great? The problem is, most people don't realize how precious time is until it's too late. They waste it thinking they have all the time in the world, only to wake up one day with nothing to show for it. The rich buy time. They understand that time is the most limited resource, so they do everything they can to maximize it. They hire assistants to handle tasks that don't require their attention. They invest in automation, delegation, and systems that allow them to focus on what truly matters. They don't trade their time for money. They make their money work for them. The poor, on the other hand, sell their time for a paycheck, spending their lives working for someone else's dream while their own dreams fade away. If you want to be successful, you need to start treating your time like the precious resource it is. You need to cut out distractions, eliminate waste, and prioritize the things that will move you forward. You need to set goals, make plans, and take action every single day. You need to be intentional with how you spend your time because how you use it will determine your future. The truth is, your time is either making you rich or keeping you broke. Every hour you waste is an hour you could have spent learning a new skill, building a business, networking, or creating opportunities for yourself. Every minute spent on distractions is a minute stolen from your future. The people who succeed in life are the ones who take control of their time. They don't let the world dictate how they spend their days. They don't allow themselves to be consumed by meaningless entertainment. They focus, they work, and they make every second count. There will always be excuses to waste time. You'll always feel tired. You'll always have distractions pulling you in different directions. But you have to make the choice. Do you want to be entertained or do you want to be rich? Do you want comfort or do you want success? Do you want to waste time or do you want to use it to create something meaningful? At the end of your life, you won't regret working hard, pushing yourself, and making sacrifices. But you will regret the time you wasted, the opportunities you ignored, and the dreams you never pursued. You will regret letting fear, laziness, and distraction steal your future. You will wish you had done more, taken more risks, and used your time wisely. Right now, you have a choice. You can continue wasting time, making excuses, and settling for an average life. Or you can take control, make every second count, and build the future you want. Time is running out. The question is, what are you going to do with it? The world is designed to keep you trapped. From the moment you are born, you are conditioned to follow a system that keeps you dependent, weak, and unable to break free. You are told to go to school, get good grades, follow the rules, and eventually work a job where you trade your time for money. You are taught to seek security over opportunity, to obey without questioning, and to believe that success is only for the lucky few. But here's the truth, the system is a lie. It is built to keep you controlled, working endlessly just to survive, while the rich and powerful continue to build their empires. If you want to escape, if you want to be truly free, you need to break out of the mindset that has been forced upon you. You need to stop thinking like a follower and start thinking like a leader. You need to understand that the only way to win in life is to take control of your own destiny and refuse to be another cog in the machine. Most people live their entire lives following a script they never wrote. They wake up, go to a job they hate, come home exhausted, and distract themselves with entertainment until they repeat the cycle the next day. They convince themselves that this is normal, that this is what life is supposed to be. They settle for mediocrity because they believe they have no other choice. But deep down, they know something is wrong. They feel trapped, suffocated by the routine, watching their dreams slip away as time moves forward without mercy. They see others living the life they want, traveling, building wealth, having freedom, and they wonder why they can't have the same. The answer is simple. They never took control. They allowed themselves to be programmed, conditioned to believe that working a 9 to 5 until retirement is the only way to live. They never questioned the rules they were told to follow. But the truth is, the rules were never designed to help them win. The system isn't built to make you rich. It's built to keep you working for those who are already rich. Schools don't teach financial freedom. They don't teach you how to build wealth, start a business, or create multiple streams of income. They teach you how to be an employee, how to follow orders, and how to stay in line. The people who break free are the ones who realize that the system is designed to keep them dependent. They refuse to settle for a paycheck that barely covers their expenses. They refuse to waste decades of their lives working for someone else's dream. Instead, they take risks, they invest in themselves, and they build something of their own. Escaping the system requires a complete shift in mindset. It means rejecting the idea that security is more important than freedom. Most people are terrified of risk, afraid to step outside their comfort zone. They cling to their jobs because they believe it's the safest option. But the truth is, the only real security in life comes from having control over your own future. A job can disappear overnight, an economy can crash, a company can decide they no longer need you. If your entire livelihood depends on someone else giving you a paycheck, you are never truly secure. The only way to be free is to create your own income, to build wealth that no one can take away from you. The wealthy understand this. They don't work for money. They make money work for them. They invest in assets, not liabilities. They create businesses, own real estate, and generate passive income streams that allow them to live life on their own terms. They don't waste time seeking permission or waiting for the right moment. They take action, they make moves, and they refuse to let fear hold them back. Meanwhile, the average person spends their entire life waiting for the perfect opportunity, waiting until they feel ready, waiting for someone to save them. But waiting is just another form of fear. If you want to escape the system, you need to stop waiting and start acting. You need to develop the mindset of a winner. That means cutting out distractions, eliminating excuses, and focusing relentlessly on your goals. It means surrounding yourself with people who push you to be better, who inspire you to think bigger and take risks. It means being disciplined, consistent, and willing to put in the work even when it's hard. Most people will never do this. They will continue to settle, to complain, to make excuses. They will continue to trade their time for money, never realizing that time is the most valuable resource they have. The difference between the rich and the poor isn't luck, it's choice. It's the choice to take control, to break free from the system, and to build a life that isn't controlled by anyone else. But be warned, escaping the system isn't easy. It requires sacrifice, effort, and the ability to push through failure. You will face setbacks. You will experience doubt. You will have moments where you question whether it's worth it. But those who succeed are the ones who refuse to quit. They keep moving forward, no matter how many times they fall. They understand that failure is not the end. It's just another lesson on the path to success. Most people dream of financial freedom but never take the steps to achieve it. They want wealth without risk, success without struggle, and freedom without effort. But success is earned, not given. It belongs to those who are willing to fight for it, to put in the work, and to do whatever it takes to win. The world does not reward weakness. It does not reward hesitation. It rewards those who take action, who seize opportunities, and who refuse to let anything stand in their way. You have two choices. You can continue living by the rules of the system, playing it safe, following the script, and accepting whatever life gives you. Or you can break free, take control, and build the life you truly want. The choice is yours. But understand this, nobody is coming to save you. If you don't take control of your future, someone else will. If you don't decide to win, you will be left behind. And years from now, when you look back on your life, the only question that will matter is this: did you take action, or did you let the system control you? The answer will determine everything. Life is a game of risk and reward. The people who succeed, the ones who rise above mediocrity, are those who are willing to take risks, playing it safe, avoiding discomfort, and staying in your comfort zone will never make you rich, never give you freedom, and never help you reach your full potential. Every great success story is built on a foundation of risk taken, failures endured, and lessons learned. Most people will never reach their dreams because they are too afraid to fail. They fear rejection, they fear making mistakes, and they fear what others will think of them. This fear keeps them trapped in the same place, stuck in a cycle of waiting for the perfect moment that will never come. The truth is, success is impossible without failure. It is only through taking risks that you can learn, grow, and discover what you are truly capable of. Look at the most successful people in the world. None of them got to where they are by playing it safe. They took chances when others hesitated. They made bold moves when everyone else chose security. They understood that failure was not something to be avoided, but something to be embraced. They knew that every failure brought them one step closer to success, because every failure is a lesson, a stepping stone, and an opportunity to get better. The problem with most people is that they see failure as the end. They try once, face rejection, and give up. They convince themselves that they're not good enough, that they're unlucky, or that success just isn't meant for them. This mindset is the reason why so many people stay broke, stuck, and unfulfilled. They let failure break them instead of build them. But if you study any millionaire made success, you will see a history of setbacks, rejections, and failures that they overcame. The most dangerous thing you can do in life is refuse to take risks. If you never take risks, you will never achieve anything great. You will spend your life watching others succeed while you remain stuck in the same routine, too afraid to step outside your comfort zone. Playing it safe might keep you from failing, but it will also keep you from winning. Comfort is the enemy of growth. The moment you choose comfort over challenge is the moment you choose mediocrity over greatness. People who play it safe often justify their decisions by saying they are being responsible, but in reality, they are being controlled by fear. They would rather stay in a job they hate than start a business because they fear uncertainty. They would rather settle for an average life than chase their dreams because they fear rejection. They would rather do nothing than take action because they fear failure. This is why they stay stuck, never progressing, never evolving, and never reaching their full potential. Success belongs to those who take action, who bet on themselves, and who are willing to fail as many times as it takes to win. There will never be a perfect moment. There will never be a time when the risks disappear, when you feel to quit. Instead, they use every failure as fuel to get better, to work harder, and to keep moving forward. They have the mindset of resilience, the ability to keep pushing no matter what obstacles come their way. This is what separates winners from losers. Losers make excuses, winners make adjustments. Losers see failure as proof that they should quit. Winners see failure as a lesson that will make them stronger. Losers let fear control their decisions. Winners use fear as motivation to take action. If you want to be successful, you have to adopt the mindset of a winner. You have to be willing to fail, to learn, and to keep going no matter what. Most people think they are protecting themselves by avoiding risks, but in reality, they are setting themselves up for a lifetime of regret. The biggest regrets in life do not come from the things you tried and failed at, they come from the things you were too afraid to try. Imagine looking back at your life and realizing you never took the chances you wanted to take, never started the business you dreamed of, never pursued the goals that truly mattered to you. Imagine realizing that fear held you back from living the life you always wanted. That is the real failure, not trying, not taking risks, and not giving yourself a chance to succeed. The sooner you accept that failure is a necessary part of success, the sooner you will start making real progress. Every mistake is a lesson, every setback is an opportunity, and every failure is a stepping stone. The only real failure is quitting. If you refuse to quit, you can never truly fail. The only way to guarantee failure is to do nothing. If you never take action, you will never succeed. If you never step outside your comfort zone, you will never grow. If you never take risks, you will never achieve anything meaningful. Success is not about avoiding failure. It is about overcoming it. It is about having the courage to take risks, to face rejection, and to keep going when things get tough. It is about refusing to let fear dictate your actions. The people who win are not the ones who never fail. They are the ones who never stop trying. The question is, are you willing to take risks? Are you willing to fail, learn, and keep going? Or will you let fear control you, keeping you stuck watching others succeed while you stay exactly where you are? The choice is yours. Take risks, embrace failure, and watch how far you can go. The key to financial freedom and lasting success is understanding that relying on a single source of income is one of the biggest financial mistakes you can make. If you look at the wealthiest people in the world, you will see a common pattern. They do not depend on just one paycheck, one business, or one investment. They create multiple streams of income that continue to generate money, whether they are working or not. The difference between those who struggle financially and those who thrive is that the rich understand that security does not come from a job or a single business. It comes from having multiple income streams that keep money flowing no matter what happens in the economy, job market, or personal circumstances. Most people make the mistake of believing that a high salary means financial success. They think that if they get a good job and work hard, they will be set for life. But the truth is, even the highest paying jobs come with limits. If your entire financial stability depends on one paycheck, you are always one step away from disaster. If that paycheck stops, whether due to layoffs, economic downturns, or unexpected emergencies, your entire financial world can crumble overnight. This is why so many people, even those with great salaries, live paycheck to paycheck. They spend everything they earn without creating other sources of income, and they remain trapped in a cycle where they are always working for money instead of having money work for them. The wealthy think differently. They know that one income stream is never enough. They build businesses, invest in real estate, create passive income sources, and find ways to multiply their money. They do not rely on one job or one investment. They diversify, ensuring that even if one stream slows down, the others keep flowing. This is how financial independence is achieved. It is not about working harder. It is about working smarter, leveraging different opportunities to ensure that money is always coming in from multiple directions. The first step to building multiple streams of income is shifting your mindset. Most people are conditioned to believe that they should work one job, collect a paycheck, and save a portion of their earnings. But saving alone will never make you rich. Inflation eats away at savings, and relying on a single source of income means you are constantly at risk of financial instability. Instead, you must start thinking like an investor, an entrepreneur, and a creator. You need to start seeing opportunities everywhere and take action to build different income sources that support and sustain you. One of the best ways to create multiple income streams is to start with skills you already have. In today's world, there are endless ways to monetize knowledge, expertise, and abilities. You can start a side business, offer consulting, sell digital products, or invest in assets that generate passive income. The internet has made it easier than ever to create online businesses, invest in stocks and cryptocurrencies, or even make money through content creation. There is no shortage of ways to earn. It is only a matter of taking action and being disciplined enough to build these income streams over time. Real estate is another powerful way to create additional streams of income. Owning rental properties, flipping houses, or investing in real estate funds can provide ongoing cash flow that grows over time. Unlike a job where you have to trade your time for money, real estate allows you to earn income passively, meaning you can make money even while you sleep. This is why so many wealthy people invest in real estate. It provides stability, long-term appreciation, and a continuous flow of money that doesn't require daily effort. Investing in stocks, dividends, and other financial instruments is another way to build additional streams of income. By putting money into investments that grow and pay out over time, you can create a source of income that doesn't require constant effort. Many people underestimate the power of compounding and passive investments, but those who take the time to learn and invest wisely can create a financial system that works for them instead of against them. Another effective income stream is building an online presence. Social media, e-commerce, digital products, and content creation all provide ways to earn money on autopilot. Whether it's through affiliate marketing, YouTube, online courses, or a personal brand, the internet offers unlimited potential for creating wealth. The key is consistency, learning the right strategies, and committing to building something valuable over time. Those who treat online businesses as real investments rather than just hobbies can create financial freedom faster than ever before. The problem is that most people are impatient. They want instant results, quick success, and easy money, but building multiple income streams requires patience, discipline, and persistence. It does not happen overnight, and it requires a mindset shift from being an employee to being an owner of assets that generate wealth. The rich do not just work for money. They make money work for them by putting it into different ventures that grow and multiply. The harsh reality is that if you do not create multiple income streams, you will always be financially vulnerable. Relying on one job, one business, or one investment is a risky game. Economic downturns, job losses, and unexpected crises can wipe out everything overnight. But if you have multiple sources of income, you are always protected. You have options, freedom, and the ability to maintain your financial stability no matter what happens. Imagine waking up every day knowing that money is coming in from different places, investments paying dividends, properties generating rental income, online businesses making sales, and other streams working for you. That is true financial freedom. That is what allows people to live on their own terms, travel the world, and enjoy life without worrying about bills, expenses, or unexpected emergencies. That is why building multiple income streams is not just a good idea, it is a necessity. You have two choices: continue depending on one source of income and risk financial instability, or start taking action to build wealth in different ways. The time to start is now. Every day you delay is another day wasted, another opportunity missed, and another step further from financial independence. You do not have to be rich to start, but you have to start to be rich. The people who win in life are the ones who take action, create multiple streams of income, and never put their financial future in the hands of just one paycheck. Your network is your net worth. The people you surround yourself with will either elevate you to success or keep you trapped in mediocrity. If you spend your time with those who have no ambition, no drive, and no vision for their future, their mindset will rub off on you. If you are surrounded by people who settle for less, complain about life, and make excuses for their failures, you will unconsciously adopt the same habits. This is why so many people remain stuck in the same place, never progressing, never evolving, and never reaching their full potential. They fail to realize that the environment they immerse themselves in is shaping their mindset, their decisions, and ultimately their future. The most successful people in the world understand the importance of surrounding themselves with winners. They do not waste time engaging with those who bring negativity, doubt, and complacency into their lives. They seek out people who inspire them, challenge them, and push them to be better. They build relationships with individuals who are driven, focused, and determined to succeed. Winners surround themselves with winners because they know that success is contagious. When you spend time with people who think big, take action, and refuse to settle, you naturally adopt the same mindset. You start believing in yourself more. You start setting higher goals. You start pushing past your limitations because you see what is possible. Most people make the mistake of holding on to relationships that do not serve them. They stay in friendships with people who drain their energy, distract them from their goals, and encourage bad habits. They allow themselves to be influenced by those who are comfortable with mediocrity. They hesitate to distance themselves from negative influences because they fear loneliness, judgment, or the discomfort of change. But here is the truth. If you want to be successful, you must be willing to let go of people who hold you back. You must prioritize your growth over temporary comfort. You must be selective about who you allow into your life, because the people you associate with will determine your trajectory. Winners think differently from the average person. They do not waste time on meaningless gossip, drama, or negativity. They focus on solutions instead of problems. They take responsibility for their actions instead of blaming others. They seek opportunities instead of making excuses. When you surround yourself with people who think like this, you start to reprogram your mind for success. You develop habits that propel you forward. You build confidence in your abilities. You learn from their experiences, absorb their knowledge, and gain insights that accelerate your own journey. But finding the right network is not about luck. It is about effort. You have to actively seek out those who are on the same path as you. Attend events, join mastermind groups, and engage in communities where winners gather. Connect with people who are ahead of you, who have already achieved what you want, and who can guide you along the way. Do not be afraid to reach out, ask questions, and offer value in return. Building a strong network requires intentionality. It requires stepping outside your comfort zone, putting yourself in environments where growth happens, and being open to learning from those who have more experience. One of the biggest advantages of networking with winners is access to opportunities that you would never have found on your own. When you are surrounded by people who are constantly striving for more, you are exposed to new ideas, new ventures, and new strategies that can change your life. Doors open that would have remained closed if you had stayed in the same old circles. The right connections can lead to business partnerships, investments, mentorships, and career advancements that accelerate your success. This is why successful people always say, it is not just what you know, but who you know. Your network can provide you with leverage, guidance, and support that you cannot achieve alone. But networking with winners is not just about what you can gain. It is also about what you bring to the table. You cannot expect successful people to want to connect with you if you have nothing to offer. You must bring value. This does not mean you need to be rich or experienced right away, but it does mean you need to have a strong work ethic, a willingness to learn, and a mindset that aligns with success. Winners respect those who take action, who are serious about their goals, and who are willing to put in the effort to improve. Be someone who contributes, who supports others, and who adds value to every relationship you build. Another crucial aspect of networking is removing yourself from environments that do not align with your goals. This means cutting off toxic relationships, distancing yourself from negative influences, and saying no to anything that distracts you from your mission. If the people around you do not inspire you to be better, it is time to find a new circle. This does not mean abandoning people without reason, but it does mean prioritizing your future over temporary attachments. Some people will not understand your journey. Some will criticize your ambition. Some will try to pull you back down because they do not want to see you succeed. Do not let them. Stay focused on your path, keep moving forward, and surround yourself with those who uplift and support you. Winners do not waste time complaining about the past, dwelling on mistakes, or making excuses. They are too busy building their future. They understand that success is a choice, and they make that choice every single day. If you want to be one of them, you need to adopt the same mindset. You need to take full control of your environment, choose your relationships wisely, and commit to surrounding yourself with people who push you to be the best version of yourself. Imagine the difference it would make if every conversation you had was with someone who motivated you, challenged your thinking, and encouraged you to take action. Imagine being in a room where everyone is focused on growth, financial success, and personal development. Imagine having mentors, partners, and friends who genuinely want to see you win and are willing to help you get there. This is the power of networking with winners. It transforms your mindset, accelerates your progress, and puts you on the fast track to success. The truth is, your success is directly tied to the people you surround yourself with. If you want to be great, you must surround yourself with greatness. If you want to be wealthy, you must learn from those who have already built wealth. If you want to achieve extraordinary results, you must be willing to do what the average person is not willing to do. And that starts with choosing your circle wisely. Do not settle for mediocrity. Do not let negative influences hold you back. Do not waste your potential by staying in the wrong environment. Seek out winners, build relationships with successful people, and elevate your network. Because when you change your circle, you change your future. And when you surround yourself with winners, success becomes inevitable. Success is not a matter of luck, nor is it reserved for a select few. It is a result of relentless effort, unshakable discipline, and the mindset of a warrior. The world does not reward those who wait, who hesitate, who hope for the perfect moment. It rewards those who act, who take risks, who push forward despite the odds. Every second you spend doubting yourself is a second wasted. Every excuse you make is another brick in the wall between you and your destiny. You were not born to be average. You were not created to be mediocre. Greatness is within you, but only if you are willing to fight for it. Some people dream of success while others wake up and work for it. The question is, which one are you? Will you be the person who watches others succeed while making excuses for why you haven't? Or will you be the person who steps up, takes control, and refuses to let life dictate the terms? You must understand that life will not hand you anything on a silver platter. There is no magic shortcut, no easy way out. The only thing that separates the winners from the losers is their ability to keep going when others quit. It is said that the pain of discipline weighs ounces, but the pain of regret weighs tons. Years from now, you will look back on this moment and realize that every decision you made shaped your destiny. You can either look back with pride, knowing that you gave everything you had to achieve your dreams, or you can look back with regret, knowing that you let fear, doubt, and excuses steal your potential. The choice is yours. There will be obstacles, there will be doubters, there will be days when you feel like giving up, but you must remember a winner is just a loser who tried one more time. The road to success is not easy, but it is worth it. Every struggle, every setback, every sleepless night will be a part of your story, a testament to your perseverance. The people who doubted you, the ones who laughed at your ambitions, will one day watch in awe as you rise above them. Let their doubts fuel your fire. Let their negativity become your motivation. The most powerful weapon you have is your mind. What you believe about yourself will determine how far you go. If you believe you are capable of greatness, you will achieve it. If you believe you are destined for more, you will make it happen. Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. So why not believe in yourself? Why not give yourself the chance to succeed? Why not commit to the process and see just how far you can go? There is no secret formula to success. The answer has always been the same: outwork, outthink, and outlast everyone else. Be the first one in and the last one out. Do what others refuse to do. While they are sleeping, you are grinding. While they are partying, you are building your empire. While they are making excuses, you are taking action. Because when the dust settles, when the weak have fallen, only those who refuse to quit will remain standing. Winners do not wait for the perfect moment. They take the moment and make it perfect. Stop waiting for the stars to align. Stop waiting for permission. Stop waiting for someone to believe in you. No one is coming to save you. No one is going to hand you success. It is up to you. You must be willing to go all in, to burn the bridges, to put everything on the line for your dreams. You must be willing to sacrifice the comfort of today for the greatness of tomorrow, because success is never given, it is earned. In the words of Muhammad Ali, I hated every minute of training, but I said, don't quit. Suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion. That is the mentality of the greats. They understand that success is built in the dark, in the moments when no one is watching, in the times when giving up seems like the easier option. But champions do not take the easy way out. They push through, they endure, and in the end, they emerge victorious. If you want to be successful, you must be obsessed. You must eat, sleep, and breathe your goals. You must eliminate distractions, cut out the negativity, and focus like a laser on what you want. There is no time for excuses, no space for doubt. You have everything you need within you. The only thing left is for you to take action. So let this be the moment you decide. Let this be the moment you draw the line between who you were and who you are going to become. Because this is not just about money or fame or success. This is about proving to yourself that you are capable of anything. This is about breaking the cycle of mediocrity and stepping into your power. This is about showing the world that nothing can stop you. The clock is ticking. Every second that passes is one you will never get back. What are you going to do with it? Will you continue to waste time, or will you seize the moment and create the future you deserve? Will you sit on the sidelines, or will you step onto the battlefield and fight for what is yours? The answer lies within you. You have one life, one shot, one opportunity to make it count. So go out there and take what is yours. Be relentless, be fearless, be unstoppable. Because when the history books are written, when the stories of greatness are told, let them say your name. Let them remember that you were here, that you fought, that you conquered. And when you stand at the top, looking down at everything you have built, everything you have achieved, you will realize that it was all worth it. Every sacrifice, every struggle, every moment of doubt, it was all leading you to this. This is your time. This is your moment. Go all in, no regrets, no excuses. Because in the end, the only thing that matters is that you gave it everything you had. And when you do, nothing in this world can stop you.